Hello, everyone, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most important parts of your Avon business, your marketing. Now, whether you're just starting out or you've been with Avon for a few years, understanding how to effectively market not just your products, but yourself is key to growing your business and reaching new customers. So let's just dive straight in. First, I want to talk a little bit about the power of the Avon brand. Now, as you know, Avon is not just any company. It's been around for over 130 years, or as I would say in marketing, it spanned 3 centuries of experience. It's a trusted name in beauty and personal care. You're known for quality and affordability and innovation. Now, customers have confidence in that name and that it will make them feel confident and beautiful and empowered. So you should use this to your advantage. When you talk about Avon, remember you're not just selling beauty products. You're selling and sharing a brand with a legacy. When customers hear Avon, they do think trust and reliability and that they're going to get results. Since you don't really have to sell the brand per se, because it's kind of already done it for you, your job is actually getting them to think that those same things about you, the representative. Now, the easiest way to do that is to be knowledgeable about your products. You should be able to answer common questions confidently. And if you haven't yet, try the products yourself, because being able to share your experiences adds authenticity to your story. You're not just trying to get their money, you're trying to share an experience with them. Be honest and do what you say you'll do. Not every product is right for every customer, and over promising or exaggerating what the products will do will erode their trust, not just in you, but in the brand too. Also, remember, not every representative is right for every customer. If you have a client that you are having a hard time engaging with them, that the communication just feels strained, it might be a good idea to refer them to another representative. If you have a good relationship with other representatives, they could do the same for you. A big part of what Avon is, in my experience, is its exceptional customer service. So having things like that in place so that the customer does feel valued is extremely important. But when you do retain a customer, you cannot, I can't stress this enough, cannot forget the follow-up. But you're not just going to call them when you have your newest book. Because if you only call them when the newest book comes out, they're going to have a relationship with you where every time your number pops up on their phone, they're going to have a little bit of stress because they know you want them to buy. And you don't want stress in these relationships. You want them relaxed. You want them to be confident that they can be comfortable. So a quick text or a call asking them about how their newest order went. Or if you were on the call with them and they mentioned a significant other was going to have a medical procedure, just call and check up on them. It shows that you care, not just about their business, but that you care about them personally. And that's key to building a relationship, which in marketing, okay, I'm going to pause right there because I did that. When you are making the videos that I'm going to talk about later on, and you have a moment like that where you just freeze, do not automatically restart your video, because when it happens, it shows the person watching that you are a real person. If you can recover, it also shows them that you're quick on your feet and that you can respond under stress. So now I'm going to go back to what I was saying. What all of this has to do with marketing. Well, marketing is nothing more than the image that you want in people's heads when they hear your name. So we talked earlier about the brand Avon. And when people hear that name, it instills trust, confidence. It's an empowering brand, and they've spent a lot of money doing that, because every interaction that someone has with you or your brand builds that image. And eventually, if you follow with the guidelines that I'm going to give you and the ones that Avon's going to give you, when people think Avon, they're not going to think products, they're going to think you. I know that when I think Avon, I see Avon Dawn because she is the representative that I have had the most interactions with. I have built a relationship with her. And so if I want Avon products, she's going to be the one that I'm going to naturally go to because she has replaced, or rather, become synonymous with the word Avon, at least in my head. So the next thing I want to talk about is knowing your audience. And this is super, super important. Who are you trying to reach? Because for every representative, it's going to be different. So whether it's busy moms or career professionals, beauty enthusiasts, there I go again, understanding their needs and preferences is absolutely the foundation of your strategy. You want to think about their pain points. Are they looking for high quality, affordable skincare? Maybe they're searching for a specific solution like anti-aging or hydration. Maybe they just are really a huge fan of costume jewelry. Tailoring your message to match their desires is paramount. Now, Avon has a product for almost every beauty and personal care need. So, knowing what your specific customers want will help you connect with them and connect them with the right products. And your customers, your customers are different than your upline's customers. So, a representative, wow, I really can't talk today. I was going to tell a story about another representative that I know that she works with construction workers of all people. Years ago, she had a customer that bought some sort of hand cream. I couldn't tell you which one it was, but she never used it. And it sat on her beauty counter until eventually her husband found it and started using it on his feet, of all things. Well, he told his buddies all about it who wanted to try it, and they told their friends. And so now her client book is almost completely built of construction workers and a few of their wives. You wouldn't expect that construction workers could be an ideal client for Avon, but like I said, you have a product for almost every need. So just know who are your customers. It's important to know this because the way that you think about your business is how you're going to talk about your business. So I've called them customers several times. My first call to action for you is change the way you think. If you call them clients, you are looking out for their best interests. If you're calling them customers, you're just trying to sell to them. And at the end of the day, as part of your relationship, you want to be an advocate for them. So, mindset training is a huge part of building your business and your marketing. The next thing that I want to talk about is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal currently, and that's social media. Now, platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, they'll let you showcase Avon's products. You should share your own personal stories. That'll allow you to engage with potential customers in real time. Um, you want to make sure there are a couple of things that you keep in mind as you're leveraging social media. Be authentic. Show yourself using those products. Customers connect with real stories and real results. And remember, video is king in social media land. If you're not comfortable showing your face yet, excuse me, set up your camera at an angle so that you can just show your hands or maybe from the shoulders down to showcase a product. I won't say that any video is better than no video because that is absolutely not true, but you can use these as baby steps to get into a full video. So, like I said, if you're not comfortable, start with a couple of videos just showing your hands, and then maybe from the shoulders down for a few videos, at which point you should add dialogue to your videos and then bring the camera up. And using baby steps can help you really get into a flow where you're comfortable being on video and on camera. And as I mentioned at the very beginning, when you're making these videos, if you stutter, if you fall down, if you freeze up, don't panic. Take a deep breath and keep going because that adds to your authenticity. You're showing them you're a real person. Also, consistency is key. Post regularly. Now, whether that's product demos or you have a customer that does a video testimonial for you, or whether it's tips on a new skincare routine, stay visible. Post regular does not mean the same thing for every social media platform. They are all target different markets, just like each of you target a different market, and they all have different algorithms, just like each of you have a slightly different process. So I want you to be patient. What works on one may not get the same results on another, and you have to figure out what's going to work for you best. You're almost never going to get an immediate result from social media marketing. Most of the time, it takes 2 to 3 months for it to really start working, and as much as 6 months before you see true results. So, you are going to pick a place. You're going to treat it just like it is a person. You're going to analyze it just like you would one of your customers, and you're going to figure out what is the best thing to do on that social media platform. I will say that regardless of which social media platform, the bare minimum of regular should be twice a week. Regardless of what kind of posts, if you're not posting at least twice a week, the algorithm is ignoring you. It's not even showing you regularly to your friends and contacts lists. So at least twice a week is the bare minimum. When you're posting, the next most important thing to remember is to respond to comments. Engagement wins people over. There's a statistic that we talk about in marketing that says it takes 5 to 8 times of somebody seeing you before they remember what you do. That means it takes more than 8 times before they start to trust you typically. Now, this can get a lot easier with one-on-one contacts. So if you can get people on a Zoom or a Google Meet or even a phone call, you're going to jump ahead in that metric, and it's not going to take as much, but you do still have to continually engage with them. I also want you to try to get comfortable with hosting live streams. This is so foreign to so many business owners that they're going to put themselves front and center out in front of their business because that's what they have employees for, but this is network marketing. So hosting a live stream is just as simple as you get on your phone, you hit the write something now and select the live stream button. Set up your live stream and just talk for 5 to 10 minutes. You don't even have to do a product demo, although product demos are really great. It's just getting yourself in front of people, getting them to listen to you. And you don't want to make these lives too terribly long, because if they're over 5 to 10 minutes, typically you're going to lose their attention, because the attention span of your average viewer is somewhere between 30 and 300 seconds. So that's half a minute to 6 minutes or 5 minutes. Excuse my math. Also, I want you to remember that videos and photos get people really excited. And then they want to try the products themselves, because there's this little switch in the back of our brain that when we hear something, we distrust it. When we see something, we are more likely to believe it's true. The next thing I want to talk about is the power of word of mouth now and personal connections. We've already been talking about personal connections. Those of you that have experienced a lot of success with Avon understand the validity of that statement, that when you build a relationship with your customer, no, with your client, they are more likely to return to you over and over and over again. So one of the ways that we spread word of mouth, I mentioned it before, is customer testimonials. For some reason, a lot of network marketers think that asking for testimonials is taboo. It is not. What we say in the marketing world is you never know until you ask, and the worst they can say is no. So have a link prepared, or have a way to teach them how to record something quickly, because a lot of people are not familiar with the features on their phone or with their computer. So you should be able to walk them through the easiest way to do this for you. For most of us, that's just going to be take a quick video on your phone and send it through text. And so you want them to say that things like they loved this new product or they've been buying this product for years. And the more of these that you collect, the more that you can highlight them. People are seeing that these people are having this experience through you. And so they start to trust you as the one to know what they should do next, which product is best for them. Don't forget that this isn't about making sales. We are talking about marketing. And marketing and sales are two very, very different things. Now, as a network marketer, you may have been taught that they are the same thing. They are not. The sale is what happens after you've done the job of marketing correctly. So, offer exceptional customer service. Follow up regularly, like I said, and make them feel valued. It is so important that I'm going to say this again. Building a relationship is the most important marketing tool you have. No relationship equals no stickiness. And in marketing, a sticky client is one that just keeps coming back over and over again, and they never think about leaving you. The last thing I want to talk about is the amazing tools and resources that Avon gives you. One of the big hurdles for a lot of people in their marketing is, how do I create graphics? What do I say? Where do I put it? Where do I put it is the only real problem that you guys have, because Avon provides a wealth of resources to market. They give you brochures, they give you your digital catalogs, they give you samples, and all of this makes your job infinitely easier. So be sure to take full advantage of them. Also, don't forget about the Avon online store. You can direct your customers to your personal Avon website and they can shop anytime without having to bother you. And that is a thing that a lot of my clients say. I don't know if you hear it. They don't want to bother me. Well, this is a convenient way for them to browse, and it expands your reach without you having to do anything other than send a link. So to wrap it up, marketing your Avon does not have to be complicated. By using the power of the Avon brand and building your personal brand and relationships, by knowing your audience, and by starting to learn to leverage social media, you can grow your customer base. You already have all the tools that you need to be successful. And sometimes there's somebody in the group that just needs to hear this. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. You are enough. You've got this. It's easier than you think. And I give you permission to succeed. Thank you for joining me today, and go out there and make this your best Avon year yet. If you would like more information about anything that I've touched on, or you think you need help with your social media, Dawn can send you my contact information, or you can email me at admin, that's ADMIN, at lionheartkingdom.com. And I hope you all have a wonderful week and a wonderful Avon year.